especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And this is a pretty good result. That kick will head out of bounds. First carry now for the former Badgers, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
2nd and 10.
Check. Get it. Let go.
They go right back to Taylor. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
It's 3rd and 4.
Let's go. Gravity lying.
Out of shotgun. Richardson on the run to the right. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
This will be returnable from his own 15. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. That's to Hunter. He's got it right side. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down. This is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. When you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take him down, and in this case, they do it for a loss.
On red. Hey, Soko, son. Silver.
Right back to Tipton. And they stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down.
And it brings up 3rd. Hey, go. Son, this is hot.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's complete to his running back, Bashal Tootin. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate the call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. Take it in, back at his own 12. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds.
Ready?
go. 19 Lions. Cowboy 80.
On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard
He
line.
was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Here we go. Set. 18. Come. Ready.
And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
There's an air of excitement, Mike, anytime they call his number on the ground, and I think we could see why. You just need to catch the defense off guard for a split second, and he'll be through, sprinting downfield before they have any chance to react.
Here we go. Here we go. Panther 60. Panther 60.
So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. What will the second quarter have in store? We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Let's go now.
Richardson will give it to Taylor. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. From the 46. Here's second down and 6.
46-yard line.
Ready.
They'll go again here with Taylor. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
Gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and
Project, this ain't what you want.
Looking to throw. Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. That screen goes for 12. And that's a first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here. They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
On second down, Richardson. That is pulled in at the 5. And he's going to be taken down. A big gainer for Indianapolis. 31 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They go play action for Lawrence. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
Now second down throw for Lawrence. Set up the screen here for Chutin. And he's going to be taken down for 37. That screen goes for 12. And that's a first down.
The relationship between the back and the offensive lineman is now the key for the run after catch. You want to make sure those linemen don't get too far down the field where they can't help protect the back. So once the running back catches it, there's a go-go call. Now everyone knows it's time to go downfield. The running back falls in behind him, and that's the landmark of the screen play.
And he will go all the way. Facial Chutin. Touchdown, Jaguars. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
19, Tiger, 19, Panthers, roll, ready.
On the handoff, it's Taylor. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Let's go now.
From the gun, Richardson. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
Broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Play is stopped. We have an injury to one of the Jaguars.
Here we go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's complete. He finds Brian Thomas. And he'll be hustled out just shy of the 1st down marker. That's a pickup at 9. And he's going to set up 2nd and 1.
Got it. Ready? Hey, go.
Lawrence going to give it to Chutin. And I don't think he got that wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now You're looking at third down.
It's a loss of a yard.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
He's got his man. It's Hill. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. A short throw caught by Kincaid. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down, and that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. In this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
11. Hey.
Lawrence throwing on 4th down. That'll be caught. It's Hunter. And he's going to have the Jaguars first down as they get the conversions with a gain of 14. Now Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kincaid. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
2nd down, Lawrence. Pushed out to his left. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Gravity Lions.
Ready. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. He'll air one out for Palmer. That's caught. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 91 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The extra point by pass is good. And the Colts will move out to a 14-7 lead. Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. Here comes a return from the 3. Now an opening past the 30. Still on the move. And he's going to take this one coast to coast. 95 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. You talk about a response after the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown. The special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Here comes a return from the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
25-yard line.
Viking 18.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Let's go. Steady.
They'll run here with Hill. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job, because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
3rd and long.
Stephanie. Trap all 80. Trap 60. Trap 60.
To throw, it's Richardson. Out to his right. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down. The Colts about set to punt, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. To be returned from the other side of midfield. And it's a very nice return. He is giving the offense a short field.
At the Colts 32-yard line.
Red on red. Here we go.
They'll run. It's Tootin. Finding room to the 20. And he's in. Facial Tootin. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. Numbers 11 and 12 on the season.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
19-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. 16 yards on the game and a quick first down.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and it's sometimes really easy to forget about the back. And in this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off in his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
That's complete. It is the rookie from Washington. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 41-yard line.
Ready? Pass the 60. 19 cop.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Taylor. And a good tackle out wide. Will hold them to a gain of just 3.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1.
Hurt. Pass the 60. Hurt.
They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. And that is going to be good enough. He's got that first down. So a conversion, and they move it to the 46-yard line.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
Cup 19. Ready?
On first down, it's Richardson. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. De'Ami Brown was the one he was looking for. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like he put a little too much air on that ball. It just took that ball way too much time to get to the open receiver. And when you hang a ball that long, the defenders at this level are just going to break and attack on that ball. And he's lucky that didn't end up going back the other direction.
Ready.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Get it.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
19 Lions.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete. Jonathan Taylor, the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
19-18. 60 Bobcats.
They'll go. Richardson. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down. On the ground, it's Tootin to start the drive. He works free. Great side. And he's into the end zone yet again. Facial Tootin. Touchdown, Jacksonville. His big game continues. His 3rd touchdown of this one. Numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the year. Butker's extra point is good. And the Jaguars have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
On the set. Go! Cowboys!
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
I like the change of pace. The idea that you want to keep the ball on the ground, but you don't want to do it in the traditional sense of just turning around and handing it off to your running back. So this time, they give it to the wide receiver. They get him in space, get the ball in his hands, and he turns it into a solid game.
Fires left sideline. That is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. A gain there of 27 yards. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10.
Ready! Crack all 80! Steady!
Richardson operating from the pistol. He'll get this out to his running back. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
First down.
Crack
First
all
and
80!
10 at the 18-yard line.
Ready, ready?
Looking to throw. Richardson. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They've got him. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
18 at the 26-yard line.
Richardson to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, keeping his eyes downfield, knowing that pressure is coming. He's able to buy just enough time by leaving the pocket that ultimately allows him to get that ball out right as he was getting hit.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he will score! Game on! Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Here's Bass now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Colts are back to within 7. It's 28-21. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Hey, Lion! Take right open.
This drive begins with a run by Chooton. And they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
Second and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Ramp 23.
A tight end in motion now. Now second down throw for Lawrence. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
And he will have a Jaguars first down. Have it by plenty, too. Keeping the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
There's a give running left, and here comes Chooton. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9.
the 25-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
Hey, run!
Another run here with Tootin. And a nice run. He's got a first down tackle made right at the 35-yard line.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
Moving to his right. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Handoff. It's Tootin. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down. Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. He'll air one out for Palmer. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Hey, let's go. Here we go.
On the ground, it is Bigsby to start this drive. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion